Hello everyone! Happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas in Japanese. I know it's the same thing. I don't know, do they still use Merikuri to shorten the Merry Christmas? But I haven't spent Christmas in Japan for a very long time, so maybe things are different now. Yes, it's been a while since my last video, and again I apologize. I do this all the time, I'm sorry. Today I am making this video to explain myself, why I was away, and also it kind of ties into what I want to say today. Yes, so as for Japanese lesson goes, Merry Christmas, that's it. Merikuri, that's it. And well, if you want to know how it's different from like American or European Christmas, I have a video which I made 2 years ago with my friend Ami, and we talked about like Santa Claus and how, you know, we celebrate Christmas in Japan. So refer to that like 2 years ago. Yes. Well, one of the reasons I was away is that I think the last post was like 3 months ago. In the summertime, I visited my friend because I wanted to make shaved ice, a Japanese summer dessert, and it went well. And after that, well, actually, right after that, I shot a short film which I wrote, and it's a comedy. It's a lot of dialogues, and I wanted to edit it because I wrote it, so I kind of know how it feels. I know I'm not a control freak, but when it comes to films, you know, I have particular vision. So, but the thing is, I didn't realize that to edit a dialogue heavy scenes, it's a lot because my staff crew did a great job, and all the cuts are great, but they're a little bit different from each time. Of course, you know, actors were alive, and they're just trying to choose the best you know, moments and put them together, and it's like, oh, it didn't work together. Sometimes like it was my fault, like I was holding cup in one scene, and the second one is like I was putting down. It's like, why did I do that? But just to edit it, this thing, it's a short film, but it's taking me a while. And when I shot that film, I told myself, okay, this is gonna be the next thing I'm gonna put on my YouTube video to, you know, for the audience. So it didn't happen. So every time I thought about making another Japanese video or like vlog like this, I was like, but I didn't fulfill my promise to myself. You know, I didn't tell anybody, but I thought I was gonna put the short film next. So until I do that, I cannot make any other videos. So I kept saying that to myself, so that's why it's been 3 months. Video is not done yet, but I figured, you know what, I can't wait. Well, coincidentally, a couple of my friends like, are you still doing YouTube? Like, you know, I'm sure a lot of people waiting. It's like, you know what, yes, it was selfish of me to say that I'm not gonna post anything until the short film, but meanwhile I could have done something. I mean, I'm just talking to my camera, then, you know, it's not gonna take 3 months to edit this one. So that's why I'm here today. So excuse, iwake. Yeah, and that's one reason. Another reason is that, I mean, this is nothing new. My viewers, you probably heard this before. I tend to go to dark side. Yes, not like evil dark side, and don't get me wrong, I'm not that, you know, that bad. It's just dark side that I kind of get, you know, depressed, and followed by bulimia, eating disorder. Then I don't know if you can tell, I probably gained some weight. I can't even like get on the scale. I'm scared. So the last 3 months, try to do, you know, lose weight, failed, and it just kind of, my self-confidence, esteem was like, I can't whistle, but like, you know, very low. And that time I feel like I don't want to be in front of camera voluntarily, and also it just affected the whole my personality. I feel like, who would watch me? Like, what do I have to offer to other people when I don't like myself? So that was my second excuse. But when you come to realize it, like, how I look is not that important. People watch my video, probably interested in what I want to say and my stories. It's how I look is, it's not that relevant, not as a bigger deal, not as a big deal as I think. So I'm trying to overcome that. Then I read a really good book, and it says we always think that in this loop of our activities that we get inspired, motivated, and move to action, right? So I think I was always get stuck in inspiration and motivation. The last 3 months, I mean, you know, then I felt like I get inspired, but then to get into the motivation, it's like, oh, I don't look pretty, or, you know, who would watch me, or, you know, from motivation to action, it's like, well, I haven't really fulfilled my first assignment, my short film, so I shouldn't be doing it. So I was like always like stopping myself in this loop. But the thing is, like I said, it's a loop. You know, you go to what was it? Inspiration, motivation, action, right? And it's a loop. It goes back, and then where it's like a chicken and egg. Like, where is the beginning? Then we always think it's the inspiration. That's where it happens. But according to this book, I don't know. Can I say that? It's called. Hold on. Let me grab the book because I didn't want to curse on my YouTube, but it did take one letter out. So The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I love this book, and yeah, maybe I'll talk about this in a video. It's gonna be a long one. Yeah, so basically that's what that one in one chapter the author says. It's the beginning is actually the action itself is the beginning of this loop. So what I mean was, like, now I'm making this video, right? And I'll probably review it, and I just, oh, I could have done it better, you know, oh, maybe I can lose some weight, this and that. And then now you know, I want to make another video. So just to do that, I get the inspiration right there, and I would think about the concept, and I want to look good, I'm going to hit the gym, this and that. So they get motivated, and then make another video. So it's like the loop. And when you switch the focus, that it's the action that moves this loop forward, you know, it gave me a great sense that I just have to do it first, then everything follows. So that was great. Anyway, since it's holiday, and it was a long story, holiday, I wanted to talk about my experience in Japan. It was years and years ago, but that kind of ties into what I'm saying today. Yes, hopefully it's gonna have a good flow. Anyway, so when I was in Japan, I left right after college, so I was a student back in Tokyo. Like, I would say October or beginning of November, I started to get a lot of calls from my good friends. They knew that they would not be dating around the Christmas time. And so they're like, what is your plan for Christmas? Are you having a party? Yes, I spent most of my university time single, which, you know, happens. I guess I was busy, you know, school, and I had part-time jobs as an English teacher. Then I took classes, you know, dance and acting and all that. So I guess I was super busy back then. But in Japan, Christmas, if you remember from my previous video, it's a party time, and somehow like it's a very romantic time. I guess because all the cities, they have what they call illuminations, all the, the lights up, like they're beautiful. The lights are, on the streets and the shopping mall, and it's just really, really beautiful. Japanese winter is kind of gloomy, it's not very sunny, not like in LA. So I guess they want to, have the holiday spirits up, to cheer up the whole, city. So anyway, but Japanese, especially Christmas Eve, it's known to be a dating evening. It's so romantic. Maybe it's snowing, or the beautiful lights, nice dinner, this and that. The second best is that you spend it with your friends, having fun, which I end up doing. I probably, like, almost every year we had, like, in my small Tokyo apartment, we got together, have a hot pot or some dinner, then we went to karaoke or, somewhere, then have fun throughout the night. It was good memory. I think it's funny because some people start looking for a date for Christmas around the same time, maybe like October, after end of the summer. I was like, shit, I don't have anybody for the winter. And as you can tell, those holiday couples, sometimes they last, but a lot of times they don't last. So, just going to the sidetrack. I was talking about movies the other day. The reason we love Hollywood movies so much is that we know that at the end, you're gonna feel good. Your life is a little better because you watched the movie for 2 hours, 3 hours, in a way. But let's say a romantic movie. We know that they probably end up together, but we want to see how they end up together for the the duration of the movie. So like superheroes, that's typical. We know that most likely heroes would win at the end, But if you put it in those words, they're done in 2 sentences. This happened and hero win. They met and they end up together, right? But what we want to see is that what happened between from here to here. And for me, my concept is that I was always focused on this ending. It has to be perfect. It has to have, the result that I wanted. And these 2 hours, it's just it's not that important, right? And I realized that, you know what? No, like they say, my life is spent is like this, but most of the time, it's the process to do something. And it's like Christmas, some people, they want to have someone for a Christmas day, so therefore, they spend months looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend. And if you focus on here, the process of this, the biggest chunk of my time and energy and life is, it's a waste. It's not a waste, but it's just, unimportant stories just to be in the spotlight in one moment, right? And it's just, I don't want to be like that. I don't know if is my point getting there. So the last 2 or 3 months when I was down, yes, I always thought if I were skinnier, I would get more, roles and go better at auditions. If I were this, maybe I would find a boyfriend. If I were, that's what I kept saying to myself, which is I was always waiting for the inspiration to do something or to be better, and I always failed because there was no action in the loop. I knew the concept probably in the back of my head, but it never occurred to me in a real sense that I wasn't doing it. So it feels like almost like a Christmas gift to myself. I'll just do it and see what happens, you know? And what I think is failure may not be a failure in a broad sense. So I have to give myself less judgment and criticism and try to, you know, control the process, you know, the 2 hours. It's fun because it's out of control, right? It's fun because it's out of control. If, you know, the movie, you know, if the hero is too strong, if he beats all the enemies, like, done. It's like, what's the fun? It's fun because they have crisis, and then they have this, you know, personal moments, and they go ups and downs, then finally win. That's why we get excited. So I would have more focus. It's not that I ignore the outcome. Yes, of course I want to have goals and achievements and this and that, but I need to I want to, you know, it's not I need to, but I want to enjoy and yeah, I want to enjoy the process of getting there. So that's my Christmas thought. I hope it made sense though. Oh, one more thing. Another story that I wanted to share as my Christmas gift to you. That's another story I read, which still remember because I read it probably like 20, 25 years ago. Still, I was in school. So everybody wants to be rich. Want to be a millionaire, billionaire, you know, maybe own private jet, they just travel around. And we think that when we get rich, we'll be happy, right? So think about it. Someone has a private jet. They can go to, let's say, Hawaii whenever they want to. They go there on a vacation, staying at the biggest hotel, eat whatever they want. They do that like every month. And there's a family, maybe struggling, you know, not rich at all. And there's a family, the father, you know, that works at a company. The pay is not great, but they have a dream of going to Hawaii and spend a vacation together, you know, parents, kids. So they saved up money, then they took a vacation. Nothing extravagant, you know, regular flights, regular hotel, or even less. But then the sense of having this dream vacation and have the people you enjoy it with and you worked hard to realize that goal together. Does it matter if it was a millionaire does that, or I think it's more meaningful for that family to go to Hawaii than this millionaire guy or a family, you know, just casually hop on a plane, they go there. They just not do this all the time. And the meaning and the joy is not to be scaled of the event itself. It's about the meaning of the event. So wherever you are today, I hope you spend a wonderful time with your family and friends. It doesn't matter how big the party is, how great the dinner is. If you're happy inside, that's the biggest gift you could ever get. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you soon. Well, maybe sometime this year. Well, we got 1 week left, or maybe next year. I'm not sure, but I'll see you soon. またね。Bye.